Manx Radio.
Alex Brindley with you in the afternoon through until 6 o'clock this evening. Now, when it comes to having work done around your house, on your property, do you and ah when it comes to trusting tradesmen? Should keep my voice down. There's a lot of building work going on around here at the moment up at the studios. But there's new research out today from the Federation of Master Builders. Now, that's a title. I like that. That shows what we really think when it comes to our tradesmen and whether we think twice, maybe even more than twice, and having work done because of Cowboy Builders. And to discuss this further, I'm joined by Brian Berry, who's the Chief Executive at the Federation of Master Builders. Brian, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I have to say, fantastic title, Federation of Master Builders. It's almost Star Wars-y.
Well, we like it. It's got a 74-year history and we're very proud of the FMB. It's great.
I'm not surprised. Now, look at this research that you guys have done, because I can imagine from your point of view, bad reputations and Cowboy Builders is something really you'd like to stamp out.
Absolutely. We did a survey of consumers to find out what was happening out there in the market, and it's quite shocking, really, that 1 in 4 people don't have work done to their property because they're worried about having the right tradesperson in their home. And 1 in 3 people said they'd had a bad experience with a tradesperson. So obviously there are real concerns out there. We've got a reputation issue, and certainly within the FMB we're trying to stamp that out and give consumers reassurance that actually there are some really good builders out there. It's just about directing people, I think, to the right place.
Now, are we talking people who are doing, trading illegally, as it were? Or are we talking about people who are generally doing a bad job? You know, the kind of people who maybe, I don't know, I'll come up with a fictitious example, that have maybe ripped out your bathroom, have refitted it all, and then there's been lots of errors or problems or things that needed finishing off and just haven't come back to finish the job.
Well, it's a mixture. And the problem is anyone can call themselves a builder in this country. That's the problem. You and I could go out now and advertise building services. There's no licensing or registration system. So it makes it very difficult, I think, for consumers to know who to go to if they want work done, which is why I think organisations such as mine have a key role to play to say, actually, not all builders are the same. There are builders who are vetted and checked, such as ours, Master Builders, and if you come to us, at least we can guarantee you a sort of competent builder.
I quite like the idea of you and I into business together. Berry and Brindley, I think that sounds
very good to me.
When it comes to people who are accredited, though, you brought it up there. Do we turn around and ask people for their credentials first? Because I've had building work done in the past, and if I'm completely honest, I don't ask, can I see the credentials and see your certification first? Do people do it?
No, they don't. From the survey, only 1 in 4 people ask for the credentials of a tradesperson. And really, when you're spending tens of thousands of pounds on a home extension or a new kitchen or bathroom, it's amazing, actually, how much trust people put into a builder. Really, you should be asking the builder a bit about what experience they've got, qualifications, do they belong to a trade association, just to find out a bit more about them, really, before you hand over large sums of money.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate here because this is going to sound really out of place, but Cowboy Builders have been around a long time, let's be honest.
Yes.
And the construction industry is still relatively healthy, depending on what the economy's like. Is it really a concern for the industry? Is it something that's really going to have a big impact on the industry? Or is it something that forevermore we're just going to have to put up with?
No, I think it's really damaging to the industry, as the results of our survey have shown. And most builders are doing a fantastic job. They don't want to be tarnished by the image of Cowboy Builders. The vast majority are doing fantastic work, and we need to actually get that message across. And we need to assure the public that there are builders who are checked, who can do a great job. And if you look in the right place, you can find those builders. We want to stamp out those Cowboy Builders. One of the problems, of course, is cash in hand. People try to avoid paying the VAT, which I know is a lot of money. But if paying cash in hand, you're actually creating a lot of risk for yourself if the builder walks away.
It's almost you get what you pay for, sort of thing.
Exactly.
I mean, what could you say, forgetting the sort of all the certifications for a moment and things like that, what would you say as, a chief exec at the Federation of Master Builders to put people's minds at ease? Because a lot of this, for people who are anxious, will now almost be in their minds about how they generally don't trust tradesmen.
Well, let me reassure you. The first thing to do, if you're thinking of having work done to your home, ask friends and family if they know of a good builder. And that's the first place. Secondly, if you don't know of anyone, check a trade association such as Federation of Master Builders. At least there we can provide you a list of builders in your area. Get more than one quote, 2 or 3 ideally. And when you've selected the builder, make sure you've got a contract. Very few people actually ask for a contract. It's really important both for you and the builder to have a contract, because it'll have the start date, the end date, and it would have a sort of schedule of payments, so that actually you don't pay all your money up front. You agree a payment plan with your builder over the time of the contract. And don't forget insurance. Very few people have a warranty or insurance policy on the work, even though they're spending huge sums of money. It's worth taking out an insurance policy. It can be as little as 2% on the cost of the project, and you're guaranteeing peace of mind.
So if people want to find out more information, Brian, about some of the things we've talked about, and of course this survey, there's bound to be somewhere on the information superhighway they can dig out.
Well, exactly. Have a look on www.fmb.org.uk. On our website, we've got a Find a Builder service. You type in your postcode, and we should be able to provide you with a list of builders in your area.
It sounds, hopefully that's put a lot of people's minds
Good.
at rest. And if nothing else, I've got a future career prospect with Berry and Brindley Builders.
I am looking forward to doing that.
Brian, it's been a delight talking to you. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers.